Well, hello. Here we are again. And today in this video, we will be able to get full stars, full clear, a dazzling performance. Not really. I am embarrassed to say that this reminds me of the MOC that we got this patch actually in 3.0. You got Kafka again, and you got the Flame Reaver again. So this is what I did yesterday. Um, Actually, right now we have the winning strategy. Right now, I'm selecting the second buff. I'm actually, because I was desperate, to be honest. I was just desperate. I didn't know what to do. I didn't have anything else to do in the first with Kafka. I tried many teams, and the only one that could actually work is Feixiao, but the buff was actually just not giving me, um, I don't know, like chances to get to the enhanced state. So I said, you know what? Let's pick the second one. Every time I attack, I receive an attack. I get basically points, and that, as you can see and as you will see, will actually work. So this is my Feixiao standard team. What you want to do, I found out, is that you don't want to attack those with the lance. You just want to attack those bugs that explode, because every time you hit an enemy, actually every time you kill an enemy, um, the guy with the lance is advanced forward and he will attack you. So with Aventurine, every time he gets attacked, you basically stack up on those points and you do a basic attack. So it's basically infinite numbers, infinite follow-up attacks, and that helps everybody. It helps Feixiao, it helps March 7, it helps Robin. So you just want to target the big bugs, as I'm doing right now, and just basically I'm just killing the big bugs. Every time I kill a bug, you will see that he will be action forward, like just like now. Now he gets an attack, so he attacks, eventually goes, and that's it. So this is what I'm doing. I have been doing a lot of time, and without this HP buff that I selected. This is the first time selecting it. This is the enhanced state I'm talking about. I wasn't able to get the second one when facing the boss that we get on second wave. So this is the first instance I get one, based on my performance, basically based on losing HP, and this is all alright. I always manage to clear the first wave before my third turn ends, and this is quite favorable for a Feixiao team, because the big bugs are not, they don't really have many HP. So even March 7 can kill them, steadily, and even perhaps, Aventurine with a little bit of dedication can kill them. So so I didn't understand why it was so difficult in the second wave, but in this clear I managed to barely see Kafka, and that's crazy, man. So of course, the heavy lifting was done by CASTORICE and his team. Well, it's not like I tried many options, but I knew that this was my best shot. So this is the difficult part. I guess he has so many HP that even though it's a single target scenario, my Feixiao just doesn't really shine, I don't know why, to be honest. It's always the same problem. So I tried many things. I tried delaying ults so that Feixiao could, timing the ult right, breaking with Feixiao. I tried them all. Yesterday I did many runs with this team, and in this you might see many mistakes because I was just it was I don't know, it was like very late in the night, and I was just like basically my main tactic was see if I could be near breaking the boss and then pop the Feixiao ult. Also, if you have the boost, the the enhanced state, you just drop ults when that time happens. So that was basically it. See if I could break with Feixiao and use the ultimates when the lion is broken. But that's it. That's not really much. See, right now I could have delayed this ult so that but I was like, I don't care. I'm just gonna dish all the damage I have, whatever damage March 7 has. I'm gonna do it while the lion is broken, and that's it. So I managed to get two ults while the lion was weakness broken, and that was fine. That was fine. So as you can see, I'm at 49 now, 52%, 52 out of 100, and in previous runs I just couldn't get it up to 100% before my turn ends, before before reaching zero, and that was I didn't know what was going on, to be honest. That was pretty weird, pretty weird. So with the second buff, the one that favors Castoris in the next run, um, somehow just by attacking and getting attack, I was able to reach the the number. I was able to reach 100%, and that was fine by me. I just needed that extra turn. I wasn't going to kill Kafka. I knew that. I think this was made for Mighty, a good break effect team, not like mine. And I just didn't have it. I don't have Mighty. I don't have a good break effect team. I am a poor Firefly 2.2 meta. So my Firefly is the budget Firefly. Okay, I don't have Fugue. I don't have um, nothing. So it just wouldn't work. I tried and it didn't work. So most of all because I just wanted a very good casters on the second wave, because I knew that I had experience with the MOC. MOC was just the same. The only thing is that MOC started with Flame Reaver and it ended with Kafka. But I had to do the same thing. I had to put my Feixiao and see whatever happened, and then give it all with my best Castor's team. So my best Castor's team has the MC on his team, and if you my Firefly team needs the Harmony MC. So I did it. So I did Harmony MC with Firefly, Ron May, and Gallagher, and on the second wave I did Castoris without MC. I think I used I forgot. I used Triby and who else? I don't remember. And then I used Luocha. Now are approaching zero. I'm pretty happy with this because as you can see, I have 21,000 points. We will reach 24,000, and that was exactly what I needed. So I wasn't really stressing about it. So, but yes, basically, if you're using a Feixiao team and you're just like me, and by just like me, I mean not as not as knowledgeable because I don't know, man. I think the meta is shifting so hard that um, I'm not really like super going hard on this. So many things I don't know. But what worked for me was pick the second buff, and you get and you get a more consistent way to reach that enhanced state. So now with this one, the only thing my only advice is get a good healer. If you're picking the second buff, because I tried Gallagher with the same. I switched Gallagher for Luocha, and Gallagher wasn't really performing that well. I do believe that the MVP here is actually Luocha. Okay, and the second thing that I found that is pretty, I don't know why, to be honest, that's weird. But you know what the best attack in this team is? It's not the dragon popping the ult. It's actually the joint attack that CASTORICE does with the dragon. I don't know why. The damage is so high, and you will see that what I'm trying to do is advancing CASTORICE while she's with the dragon, so they can do that joint attack. Okay, so with the first two waves, um, I think my strategy in this run was um, reaching 25% and then save the dragon. I don't know why in this ultimate I chose to end his life, to end his career, but what I was doing now, I remember, is trying to be a little bit more conscious about Tribi's ult. So I was actually remembering when everybody was using the ult and refresh the follow-up attack that Tribi does. Okay, but really, I think in this run I was pretty conscious. I wanted to do that joint attack with the dragon. That's what I wanted to do. Okay. Okay, so second wave, nothing really much. There's really nothing to analyze here. I mean, it's just big dragon, big damage. I'm saving the dragon here, right? Yes. Um, you just you see if you can advance forward CASTORICE. As I said multiple times, you have to play with that remembrance MC percentage bar. You just want to attack first, wait for CASTORICE, reach 100%, and advance forward CASTORICE. That's the only thing that you want to do. This time we have to sacrifice him, and also one thing that I noticed is when you are facing the Flame Reaver, sometimes I found out that it's better to kill the dragon, because when you kill the dragon, if the Flame Reaver and his clones attack, they attack quite frequently and they replenish your HP bar. So, but in this run particularly, it wasn't really going that way, so I opted for saving the dragon, reaching for 25% and skedaddle, and that's it. Timing the ults. I'm not really paying attention to the DDD. If I get if I get somebody advanced before the turn ends, good. If not, too bad. Now here I'm pondering. I actually go for it for the big damage, because I just wanted the wave to end. I just said, you know what, I'm gonna deal with the consequences later. I'm gonna do it, and that's what I do. I kill the boss, and we move on. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. And also, taking into consideration my thoughts of, you better have your dragon killed so you can start fresh every turn, because you are gonna eventually get it faster than the actual dragon stern appear in the bar. And that's basically it. So we are at the beginning of the second turn, thinking real hard. I have the ult. I can ult. What was I thinking here? I don't know what I was thinking. Ah, yes, I was timing this percentage that you see on the MC. Okay. So now I think I thought that it wasn't really beneficial killing the dragon. And look at this. 1,931,000 with the joint attack. Why is that? I just don't understand. I think that was the key. That's the key of big damage. Not the dragon, but the joint attack. So that's what I wanted. Okay. Still, I'm trying to take advantage of every single follow-up attack Tribi does. The damage wasn't that big, but that's what I was going for, squeezing up all the damage I could. That was basically, if you see me doing an ultimate on Luocha, is because of that. I wasn't really paying attention, timing. And spoiler alert, I got real close to defeat, even though I had a pretty good, I guess, first run against Kafka by my standards. So spoiler alert, so we are at 53,054. We got 6,000 points to go. So what happens here, I want my joint attack with CASTORICE before the dragon. Okay, so I get it. I don't know why, but I go with I get so much damage. Let's see how much damage we do. 851,000, not as much, but that joint attack to me was a key factor in all this. What am I going to do? Basic. So he is at 8%, the MC is at 8%, so I don't see much. I advanced forward CASTORICE a little bit. So I'm squeezing, I'm thinking about getting, see if I can get the ultimate on MC, see if I can get an action advance before reaching 0 cycles. That's what I'm thinking. So I think I'm going to skill for, yes, so we are at 33%, let's see, 74%, good, 75, so that's what that's what I was going for. Joint attack, no, okay, now 90%, yes. What I think I'm doing is see if I can advance CASTORICE so that I can do that joint attack. 92%. So what am I going to do now? So I couldn't. I can now. Okay, so I think I'm going all in, right? That's my last stand. No, I don't know why I did that. I thought I should have killed the dragon, but we get the joint attack, and I click the what? That was a misclick. I wanted to put into normal speed so that I could do the flashy attack, reaching 70,000, 60,000, but I actually clicked the auto battle. So As you can see, I collect my the rewards. I always collect the rewards when I actually 36 star. If I don't 36 stars, I don't collect the rewards. So this is my team. What I used is the second buff, as I said, 24,000 points first node and 37,200 points on this on the second one. So I'm using Feixiao with Dr. Ratia's cone. A pretty good cone. I'm using the best in slot set, trying to prioritize crit rate, attack, crit damage, standard, 10 10 10 on what matters. So this light cone is pretty good, to be honest. So now what we did with our boy Aventurine is actually using what I was using for Acheron. So this guy had, I think, 60%. I think I'm going to show it right now. 60% hit crit rate. So look at the crit rate, crit damage. It's pretty good, and the defense also is pretty high. So I think it's 3,600. This is my March 7 maxed. I'm using the OG 1.0 attack percentage buffing set. And E5, not a Nick 6. I couldn't. I think I could. I just didn't. I think I could reach E6, but you know, I got to do the story quest. So this is my Robin, 4,000 attack, 4,039 attack, double HP percentage attack. Set, standard Robin. Everybody uses this kind of Robin. Energy recharge. So then CASTORICE, for just in case I didn't show, I don't think that this CASTORICE has, you know, good stuff going on. The my relic set, as you can see, um, could be way better. I was just so unlucky lately with relics. As I said in my MOC 3 point, the 3.1 or 3.0 MOC with the Flame Reaver and Kafka, this CASTORICE Lightcon is so good. It's pretty damn good, to be honest. This is my Tribi, dance. Every time you use the ultimate, she's advanced forward 20%. Now I was checking, what if I had a superimposition 4 and it goes to 22? So maybe superimposition 5, it goes to 24 or 25%. So pretty good. I mean, 4 to 5% more action advance is pretty good. So this is my Trailblazer MC Remembrance. 164 crit damage is way low, man. Pretty low. He has a lot of speed. Pretty good relics for a speedy one, for a speedy MC. 7 speed here, 5 speed there. Pretty good. And with the light cone, not this one but the other one, the Remembrance 5-star simulated universe light cone, you actually get to 170 something speed. You know, that's what I was going for, but as I said in a previous video, it's not as important to reach 170. With the speed I have on him right now, I'm doing a fine job, to be honest. I would have to test, to be honest. It's been a while since I used the speediest MC, so we will see. Maybe it's better, I don't know. Now Luocha. Well, my Luocha build is tried with a good attack, you know, having a high attack, because his healing skills on attack 3,400 attack is not that bad. Um, I'm using a healing bonus piece and a resistant, which boosts the crit damage for the party, and high effect resist, but not that, you know, not that not that good. But that's what I had. So as I said, second buff, the second buff for Feixiao was what got me to 24,000 points. I used the first one, but it wasn't really synergizing that well. You know, using skills. The first one, the first buff is made for those that have AOE, and depend on using skills. So when you get to the enhanced state, you don't consume skill points. The more enemies you hit, the better. So this is a single target Feixiao. So the only AOE damage, um, it goes through Aventurine. So I couldn't really get it to this to the second phase. I mean, in the second phase, I couldn't get to the enhanced state, to the courageous state. So I don't know. The third one performed, I guess, the same. It's made for for break team. Every time you break, you you get more points basically, and that was fine in the first wave against the explosive bugs. But when you get to the second one, you don't do AoE, so you're not basically breaking anybody. You're just breaking the main boss, the lion. So um, that that wasn't pretty good, you know. So whatever was left was the second one, and that actually worked pretty fine. To be honest, I wasn't expecting it, but yeah, if you want to use this one, if you go with the second buff, I think it's more consistent. Otherwise, maybe you're better. Uh, Maybe you play better than me, and you can make it work. I don't know. I wasn't really. I in a couple of tries, I did intend to break the other enemies, but I was just wasting my turns. In a run, I had Feixiao trying to break the um, the enemies that the boss has around him, but it just wasn't working. You prioritize wasting a turn trying to break the enemy so that you get 3 points, but I wasn't getting up to 100, and those points wouldn't really make difference. They advance forward the team, but if you have so little actions left, it doesn't make sense. So I did try that. So to me, if you're using this team, if you have a similar account, if you have a budget Firefly, so you cannot really you cannot really use the break effect. Um, I think that you can still use Fei Shao, but the second buff really works well. So let's end this video. I'm pretty glad we could make a 3-star. It wasn't that hard, I didn't really try that hard. It took me a couple hours. Well, thank you for watching, and see you next time.